Hi, this is Kim Greene, and today's video is so much fun. This makeup is inspired by the makeup that I did on Drew Barrymore in the movie Ever After. To plan my makeup in advance, I used my face chart and beauty tips app that actually is from my company, Green Street Beauty with Melissa Street. Great tool, you'll love it. Scene where she comes into the ballroom and the prince sees her all beautiful, that scene. Okay, so it's inspired by it because I don't have the same products I had 15, 16 years ago. Some of those products are out, they don't even make them anymore, things like that. The hairdresser that was on the film, Barbara Rivera, is not here with me, but my friend Melissa Yankee, who is friends with Barbara as well, is here working on this movie with me, and Ginny Gardner, who is our model. Melissa's fantastic. She's worked with people like Jennifer Lopez and Jennifer Aniston, and she's done a bunch of movies with me with the whole Judd Apatow gang. Ginny Gardner is a wonderful model and actress. And please comment, subscribe, whatever you like to do, and let me know what you think. And this happened to be in my hotel room. It kind of works perfectly for this whole 16th century, doesn't it? All right, bye. So this is Ginny Gardner, our actress and model. Melissa Yankee had already set her hair. I'm going to show you a lot of the hair tricks that she did in another video. There's just not enough time in this video to show you both hair and makeup. These are some of the products that I laid out in advance. So since Ever After took place in the 16th century, and Cinderella was trying to look like the royalty of the time and the people of means, for this scene when she comes into the ballroom, she is very pale and porcelain looking. The reason being that in the 16th century, in countries like France or England, etc., people of means would apply pale paint to their faces because they wanted to look like, like royalty. They didn't want to look like laborers who were outside and got very tan and very dark. The goal was to look as pale as possible. They used, unfortunately, lead-based paint because that's what they had available. What they didn't realize was that lead-based paint will kill you. And if it doesn't kill you, it certainly will cause lots of illness and sores to appear on your skin. So watch till the end because we did a photo shoot at the beautiful Georgian Terrace here in Atlanta where I'm shooting this film. And we also have some outtakes that are very funny, and you get to know Ginny a little better, and a little bit of the some of the hair work that Melissa did, just a few little things to whet your appetite for a future video. So this is the Stein's pink powder. It's a very hard powder to find anymore. You can get it at some Halloween shops, but honestly, you can use any pink powder you can find. Makeup Forever, I think, has one. She really loves this powder, that's what she's saying. I like it because it really gives the face, especially with this porcelain skin, a really soft focus. And you can apply a lot of powder for this look and just make sure and blend it, buff it in really well. So Drew really loves butterflies, and she wanted a butterfly makeup. And we got all the way to France, and they had added some things to the script. And one of the things that they added to the script was that the actual Leonardo da Vinci had applied the paints and makeups to Drew's character's face for the ball. Well, okay, first of all, I'm a good makeup artist, but I'm not Leonardo da Vinci, and I almost had a heart attack, and almost, I was like, Drew, honey, I'm going to get back on the plane, and, I'll see you back in the States. And she was like, no, we'll make it work. We'll practice. It'll be fine. Don't worry. So thank God for Drew. So anyway, we had a glass of wine and sat down and did some tests, and of course, it ended up being a beautiful, beautiful scene, and everybody was very happy, and Drew felt like a princess, so it all worked out. Anyway, that said, when we found out that the studio said, well, you can't do a butterfly makeup because we did do some tests and they looked like an actual butterfly. It looked like an actual butterfly and it was very opaque and kind of covered Drew's face. And the studio said, okay, two things. One, Leonardo da Vinci did not draw butterflies. He drew birds. So you can't do a butterfly makeup. Two, it's too opaque and we can't see Drew's beautiful face and we want to be able to see Drew Barrymore, our star. So back to the drawing board. And this is ultimately what I came up with was something that gave the feeling of the butterfly that Drew wanted, but didn't mask her face and just was very ethereal and beautiful made sense with the costume and with the wings and with the colors. So that's why I used bronzes and platinums and champagnes and coppers in the makeup. But again, it's very sheer, and when you see the movie, it doesn't jump out at you, but in certain light, you go, oh, I see, that's a wing. And it just looks very beautiful, and there you go. Okay, so the next step I did was to add some gold tones. Just model the gold around the wings and around the face, just so you have a variation of colors. I used this Jouer eyeliner just to give some definition to the eyes. The 16th century, it wasn't a big time of mascara, so if you're going to add mascara for this look, just use a little bit and maybe even in brown. Okay, here comes the glitter. This is a very chunky glitter. It's got a multitude of colors in it, and I really like how that looks over everything. I put it on Ginny's chest, on her shoulders. These are the Swarovski crystals. This is a little applicator I got at the crystal shop downtown Los Angeles. It's just a hard wax. I think you could probably make it yourself if you can't locate it. I also use a pencil to mark where I'm going to put the crystals. It's just better for accuracy because once you glue those on, you don't want to have to be ungluing them. Sorry about my hair in the way a little bit. You can also see that when I do my markings, I mark it at the top and then the bottom, and then I do the middle dot. It's easier than just going in a straight line. I'm using Prozaid. It's just eyelash glue. Or Duo, I'm sorry, Duo. It's an eyelash glue, and I'm just putting a little bit, let it dry slightly, 15 seconds or so, and then apply your crystals on top of that. Don't press in too hard when you apply the crystal because it'll get stuck into the applicator, and then you'll have a debacle on your hands. You can use a tweezer or your fingers if you like, but I do love this applicator. All right, so this is the final eye makeup, and as you can see, if you want to use different colored crystals, you could as well, or larger or smaller. It's really up to you. And this is the lipstick that I used for this. I was trying to emulate the look of crushed raspberries or strawberries, something that they might have used in the 16th century. This is Core's Wild Rose Lip Butter. Okay, so here's just a quick montage of some of the things that Melissa did, some of the extensions and clip-ons and things to create this very ethereal, unique, fabulous hairstyle. And then we're going to go downstairs and we're going to shoot at the beautiful Georgian Terrace on some of the staircases with some of the marble, and you'll see some of those images next. All right, stand by. Oh my God, open your mouth right now, young lady. We had lunch, and she got ketchup on her mouth.
I do that a lot. I feel like every time you do my makeup, there's some food stuck to it somewhere.
Stop. It's not lit. Your face isn't lit at all.
Slower.
I know.
Going down.
Okay, wait. Let me. Could you be a little less tall, Melissa? We're not going to recreate the past today.
Please don't put lead paint on my face.
I will. Don't forget to check out My Face Chart and Beauty Tips. It's a beauty app by Green Street Beauty and available on iTunes now. Also, you should try the Kim Greene line of cosmetic and travel bags.